Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. Today in Joshua 17, we read about a time in which the sons of Joseph went up to Joshua and said, you know what, we don't have enough land. We are too numerous. We've only received one lot and we need more land. And so Joshua tells them, well, if you're a numerous people, then go out and clear yourselves some more land and expand. And the sons of Joseph say, well, we can't do that. They say the Canaanites in the valley have these iron chariots and that's just not doable, is basically what they say. And Joshua gives them an encouraging word and tells them, no, you can go and you can overtake these Canaanites. And he encourages them to go and engage with them and find expansion as a result. And as we reflect on this story, we could say, oftentimes perhaps it might be that we struggle with expanding in the spiritual life for similar reasons. We all know that we should be expanding in our spiritual life. We should be growing in our spiritual life. Really, we are meant to expand and to grow in Christ and to continue gaining more and more ground in the spiritual life. But it might be that we get to a certain point where we've found a little bit of ground in the spiritual life, but we know that we could do more, but there's something keeping us from expanding. There's something that's keeping us from growing. And so what we do is we remain stuck in the same place for a very long time in the spiritual life, and we cease expanding, we cease growing, we cease achieving more of the blessings of God as time goes on. And it's important for us to really think about, why is it that I was growing before and now all of a sudden I've stopped, I've plateaued in the spiritual life? And it might be that we are hindered by things that challenge us. There might be certain challenges that we have to engage with. There might be certain obstacles we have to overcome to really expand. And perhaps we think those challenges and those obstacles are too difficult for us to overcome, and therefore we just kind of remain where we are. And so we want to oftentimes stay perhaps in our comfort zone. In our minds, we would like to grow in the spiritual life, but when it comes down to it, practically, we just remain where we are, and we don't really face up to the challenges that would face us to really begin to seek Christ, to really begin to take up our cross and follow him, to really begin to experience what it means to be a disciple of Christ. And so we just kind of plateau and we just kind of stay where we are. We need to be encouraged to overcome those obstacles and those challenges and to realize that we can overcome those things through Christ. Joshua gave them encouragement. He said, you can overtake this land. And we would need encouragement too in Christ to say, we can overcome the obstacles and the challenges. They may be difficult. They may not be pleasant, but we can overcome them if we engage in them prayerfully and all the time trusting in the Lord. And so we should never allow a roadblock. We should never allow these obstacles, these challenges to cause us to just stay put and to cease growing in the spiritual life. We should have confidence to know that the Lord is with us. He will not forsake us. He will strengthen us. He will empower us and help us to overcome these things. It's just up to us to be willing to go through some of the discomfort, some of the inconveniences, and some of the things that perhaps we don't want to go through. But he can help us make it through those things. And on the other side is growth. And on the other side is a deepening in our spiritual life and a growing our roots down deeper and deeper into Christ and being able to expand upwards and to bear more fruit for the Lord. So let's not hesitate to grow. Let's not hesitate to expand. But let's move forward in the spiritual life, trusting that the Lord will help us, that he will strengthen us, and that we can make it through the other side. And when we do so, we'll be better off in the long run. So here's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.